Hey everybody, I need to hurry up and give this paperwork to the store to at least let them know I'm here. But another learning lesson, you know, it is very important that you check lines on your truck. And even when you do check them, if you realize that they are hanging low, zip tie them bad boys up, because if you don't zip tie those bad boys up, what I'm about to show you can be a result for the lines on your truck. But you also have lines that tend to hang low too, that you need to check and make sure they're not hanging but so low. And like, these are cool, but these are lines on your trailer that are air lines going to the braking system on your trailer. And like with this company, I don't really have to worry about these hanging low, because for the most part, the mechanics at the Family Dollar, they do a pretty good job with these trailers. So you rarely see lines hanging super low on the trailer. But this is what I'm about to show you guys. I should have caught this mess. Look at this crap right here. I pop my line. You see how it's rubbing? Like, I tried to zip tie it, but I really couldn't find no true way to zip tie it out the way, because there's nowhere for me to really put it. So a lot of times, if your lines are hanging low and you go to make certain maneuvers, what is going to happen is it's going to rub, like it must was rubbing on this fender to where I popped the line. So, you know, I was coming in from this way, but I realized that I need to have my trailer facing the way it's facing so I can deliver. So I pretty much went down here to make a U-turn. And anytime you make a U-turn, these airlines are doing all kind of movements in the U-turn. So depending on if it's really hanging low or not hanging, it can get caught up on things. So you don't want to have it zip tied to the point to where it's too tight, because if you got it hung up too tight, then it's still gonna pop. But then obviously if it's rubbing, it's gonna pop. So it's like a fine line between not hanging low, but then not hanging like too tight. So you want just enough movement to where it's not gonna bust either way. So I tried to tape it up. Every time I tried to tape it up, that's not working. So I'm pretty much waiting for Breakdown to come and supply me with another line. Man, I meant to get another line, but I forgot. So I'm sitting here right at my delivery but can't deliver because obviously I'm not in front of the store. I meant to make a U-turn, to get back in front of the store, and stuck. I tell you, boy, I tell you. Well, the least I can do is let them know I'm here and give them the paperwork. But this freaking store won't answer the phone, nor will they open the door. So I guess I'm gonna have to walk around there and show my face. So, all right guys, don't let this happen to you. Check all your airlines on your trailer and check your airlines on your truck. Make sure that it's not hanging too low, because if it is, you're gonna pop some lines. And one of the things that will happen when you pop a line, depending on which line it is, well, depending on any line, if you pop a line and obviously one of the truck knows that something's leaking, your emergency brake will pop out to where it won't allow your truck to move. So the reason why I'm stuck is because the truck knows that I have a serious air leak. So when there's an air leak, the response of the truck is supposed to be to set its brakes so that you can't move. And don't let that joint happen while you at high speeds, because that can cause an accident, because them brakes will pop no matter how, it'll pop. And you don't want it to pop at high speeds, because that's very dangerous. But I can put it in drive, but by the emergency brakes being popped, I can't move until I get sufficient air supply going back to truck and trailer. Yes, so if either one of those lines come off, you are not going to be able to go nowhere, because your brakes are going to pop on you. And actually that's actually part of pre-trip, because you're supposed to, on your in-cab inspection, part of checking the braking system, you're supposed to pump the brakes until they get to 60. When they get to 60 psi, your warning light should come on. And then I believe when they get below 40 psi, that's when the brake's supposed to pop out. So when you get your braking psi system below the 40 psi mark, that's supposed to represent what is happening now, which is there's very low pressure, so your emergency brakes is supposed to pop. So if you do your in-cab inspection and you realize that your brakes are not setting when it gets below a certain psi, then don't pull off the lot with that, because you have a faulty braking system and you don't want them problems. So all right guys, time's the essence. I'm making bad time. I was trying to do this delivery, but I popped some goddamn lines, man. I'm gonna have to find a way to get, well, obviously, well, I don't know why I keep saying obviously, but when the mechanic come out here, hopefully he can give me a good idea on how to, you know, hang those lines up so that I don't pop them suckers again. So all right guys, y'all have a lovely day. Y'all drive safe. No popping lines out here like a sister like me doing. So all right y'all.